guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The Christmas content is popping right now in FC26. A brand new season with absolutely wild chains on some of our new Silver Superstar icons. Our first 2 Playstyle Plus players and 2 Playstyle Plus evolutions. We've got regular evolutions allowing 86 rated cards to get some big boost, and we've had some solid SBCs. But while those have been good, only a couple of them have been great, and that's where I think content might be raising the bar today. We have 2 leaks of some bigger SBCs that might take a little bit to craft towards, but would actually move the needle a little bit in terms of meta players for our squad. Let's just hope EA deliver at the right price. Winter Wildcards Team 3 drops today alongside some new SBC evolution and new live event content as well in this game, and it's going to impact the market a lot. So we've got a promo Friday on our hands the day after Christmas, which almost felt like a promo Friday in itself. Let's discuss, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now let's get into things by looking back at yesterday's Christmas content on FC26, which started off with a brand new season. And guys, I gotta say it, I think this is the best, most worth it season pass that we have had so far this entire year. For the first months of this game, first 3 months, we've been saying the season pass has been too expensive. The rewards have not been good enough. Of course, as we really loved the premium season passes and that whole new concept that EA dropped last year in FC25. Most of those were very good. This year, that has not been the case. I think it just changed, all right? Because we have 2 Playstyle Plus cards that actually feel like such a big boost at the end of the season pass with De Rossi and with Rudy Voller. But most importantly, we have our own 2 Playstyle Plus creations awaiting us with 2 new Evos, one in the paid and one in the free pass, that give 2 Playstyle Plus cards. The Finesse Plus, I don't know why Sorloth is the example here, but the max 88 rated Finesse Plus boost that you can put on these cards. Like I could put an 88 rated Dempsey. Whew, I could give him the Finesse Plus at the end of the season pass right there. You've got this Evo in the paid pass, and you've got a second Playstyle Plus for Tech Plus in the free pass. I think it's at like level 35 or level 36. But it's not just these Playstyle Plus evolutions that are good about this pass. I just checked out some random Evos that are, what's this? Level 26. There's an Evo like every 5 or 6 levels. Ooh, there's a bundle here. Oh, what is it? It's a right side Trickster. Is this left side Trickster with it, I'm guessing? But anyways, that's not a great example. But like up here at level, what is it? There's a level 8 Evo that gives some passing stats. Level 10, there's an evolution. What is this one? Let's preview the reward. There's one that gives this one. Reactions and Composure and Tiki Taka. Repeatable twice. Max overall 87, up to 7 playstyles with the Tiki Taka. That is exactly the type of evolution that we are enjoying right now in this game that does not boost the overall, that gives a very critical stat upgrade to reactions and composure, and one of the best passing playstyles, if not the best passing playstyle in the game. And there's Evos like that through the entirety of the season pass. Guys, I think this one is worth it. 500,000 coins is a lot, but it is later in the cycle now. So, I mean, a lot of us have had more of a chance to make coins and get those coins up. I will say, if you're going to try to make some coins to afford the season pass, you've got time. This is out for 34 days, and it is absolutely possible. We're talking about making some investments today. Also, if you want to try to go the FC point route, but you don't want to spend your actual money, get involved in the PlayStation tournaments if you're on PlayStation, because you can win FC points to pay for the tournaments, for winning the tournaments to pay for the season pass. That's what I did this last season, as I accidentally spent FC points for my pre-order bonus on a draft. So I had to go win, or at least get second place, because you get 100 FC points if you get second place in a tournament. So I had to go do that to get FC points to get the paid premium season pass there. So I think that actually feels worth it for the first time this year, in my opinion, that season pass. Now, to get to level 40, we're on a new grind again, and the new weekly objectives giving the SP are back, so make sure you check those out. Also, gotta mention the manager objectives. Just start chipping away at these guys once a week. Sit down and AFK 5 games of manager career mode and get yourself the 1400 SP that comes in with that. I mean, every single week, that's gonna add up over the 4 to 5 weeks that this season pass is. That is a good amount of SP right there just for literally AFKing a couple of games. Now, of course, we already scrolled past a few of them. The new silver icons are here as well. And if you're like me, you're trying to get all of them done as fast as possible by trying to complete them all with one squad. And guys, it is possible. Shout out to this tweet right here from Chem Expert on Twitter. I'm going to leave a link to this down below in the description. There is a squad that you can build, which is what I've just built by following this kind of construction here of how you can build out a squad with certain players that you can complete every single one of the icons by playing squad battles at the exact same time. You just have to win by 2 goals, and you have a couple more tasks down here, right? But the best part about all of this is you can do Ruud Gullit, the best silver icon that they dropped yesterday, Ruud Gullit, in one game. 20 power shot goals in one match of squad battles. Easy as pie, completed it first try, and he's into the club, and now we're starting to look for evolutions for him, as is almost everybody on this game. I saw a tweet yesterday that summarized it perfectly. Why do I need to open packs? Why do I need to do icon packs when I can just get a silver Gullit and evolve him into a player that is better than the 90 overall base icon card? Now, that could be viewed as a problem, and I think EA, I've been worried about these silver icons all year. I've never been more worried about how OP they are looking with these evolutions, but that's an EA problem to figure out, not a me problem to figure out. We're going to evo these cards and create absolute insane players that we wouldn't really be able to use otherwise, and I love that, right? This Gulit's been going viral for the chain that he's got here. You know, it's not actually possible to complete this Gullit now because some of the evos have expired, and some of them are going to have to expire in the next day or two as well, so it's going to make it virtually impossible, but we keep getting these evos. The ones that are in the season pass, for goodness sake, I think might be a part of this chain as well. And those are fantastic for these silver icons. So go get involved in those. Start making some evolution creations. Once again, great icons that are in here. Maldini and Ruud Gullit, I think, are the best ones that are in this season pass. But that is very nice. Now, I mentioned squad battles for getting these done. You actually can do it even quicker with the new Season 4 tournament mode. What do they call it? The standard cup, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Season 4 cup, right? Play this mode because it's golden gold, guys. You can get, of course, these objectives with packs and some cosmetics and some other stuff in here, right? There's some decent stuff. I won't write it off completely. But what this mode is going to be fantastic for the next month in this game is getting evolutions and objectives done because it is golden goal. 5 attempts per day. The biggest tip that I can give you is don't win. Do not win in this tournament past the final. Of course, if you win the final of this tournament, I'm trying to go to the bracket here and show you guys because I won my first match. I'm in the semifinal now. I'm okay to win this game, right? Because we need to win some games for objectives. But when you get to the final, we want to just concede a goal so that we can go straight back to the quarterfinals, because if you win this tournament, you will be locked out until it refreshes for the next day. And let's say that's your first attempt of 5 on any given day, because again, you have 5 entries and it resets every day. But if you win the tournament, you're locked out until it refreshes tomorrow. So you don't want to do that if you're trying to grind evos or objectives. You want to give away that win in the final. That is my advice to you guys, but this is going to be a place where we can quote unquote farm evolutions and get objectives done very quickly in this next month, which is fantastic. So we absolutely love that. We'll be looking at that a lot more, of course, in the next week as we do evos and as we grind for the SP as well. That mode will be very, very helpful. Now let's go to evolutions because we got a new evo as a part of the Christmas content yesterday too. The Snow Shadow evolution. It was the leaked center mid evo. We saw that Reinders card moving up in the video yesterday, right? It was leaked ahead of content that we were getting a center mid evo. And we got a good one. Pace boost might be the biggest part of this evolution, guys. It gives plus 20 pace, the Bruiser, then the Bruiser Plus. It also gives CDM and center mid positions to the card, intercept base playstyle, Tiki Taka base, Jockey base with some other really solid stat boost and roll plus pluses. The best part is some of those 86 rated players that we've been waiting to evolve for weeks finally fit. The CDM Pogba with Intercept Plus looks really good in this evolution. I think the Cam Pogba looks pretty solid as well because it makes him more of a box-to-box, which is where I'd like to use him. Gives him the Bruiser and the Intercept playstyles. He's already got the Incisive, already has the Roll plus pluses except for in the CDM position, which was added to this card, and now he's got the CDM position for the future. So I think it's a very good evo for Pogba. I find it very interesting as well that some center backs fit this evo. If you put a player into the 100,000 coin center back evo from the captain's promo, you got the center defensive mid position, right? That allows them to fit into this Evo where they can get further boost, particularly the pace boost up to 88. Some more playstyles like the Militao here you see is one of the most popular Evos right now. That's the situation with his card. And then, of course, you got a lot of other midfielders like Tijani Reinders' gold card, who goes up +9 pace. It's a very big defensive boost up from 77 to 84, and he gets the good playstyles there too. So Reinders' Evo looks very good from the gold card, which is why his card, the cornerstones, and a lot of other midfielders are absolutely getting cooked, because for 30,000 coins, that sort of pace boost and the rest of the boost that this Evo gives is very, very solid. Now, if there's nobody you want to put into it right away, nobody jumping off the page at you to just go right into this evolution, you definitely could wait for some chains. Again, think about what we have in the season pass. Great evolutions for chains from maybe an 84, 85 rated card that you just need to give a couple of extra stat boosts to before putting them into that big Evo. Absolutely worth waiting a couple days on as well. So that was great evolution content from yesterday. Let's go to the SBCs, where of course we were looking for the Bombito and the Caicedo, and we got them. The Bombito, it does look good. I'll be honest. 95 pace on a center back, 5-star, 5-star. That's crazy. He can also play left back. He's only 87 rated. He's going to fit evolutions, and he's going to get playstyles through those Evos because he only has 5 base playstyles. You need Anticipate and Jockey, probably. That's what a lot of people would like on this card. And there's undoubtedly going to be Evos that we could add to this card that would give him those boosts. He's got Defender ++ and Fullback ++. I mean, come on. Quickstep Plus. Maybe you wanted a better playstyle plus for a defensive player, but 95 pace and the fact that he is lengthy, this card is fun. And we remember his card from last year, FC25. He was so good. Such a very popular evolution card as well later on in the year. For 84, 85, and 86 rated squads coming in, I believe somewhere right around the price of 70,000 coins. Yeah, 75,000 coins. I'm giving that a thumbs up for sure, just because vibes, right? The Santa hat's there too. I mean, yeah, he's a bit harder to link because of the League One Canadian links. By the way, Canadian managers are extinct at 5,000 coins. Check your club unless you need one. If you got some in the club, easy coins for you there. I still think that is a fun Evo with the Santa hat dynamic and with the 95 pace. Just a very unique card. Now, also, I said Evo, I meant SBC. Also yesterday, Moise Caicedo with a interesting SBC card here because he's got great play styles. He's 5-star, 5-star as well, but the playstyle plus is maybe kind of the issue. And the price isn't too bad, I don't think, for a Prem CDM like Caicedo. Now, Relentless Plus does have its place in the game because when you're using R1, when you're doing contain or second man press, he will be able to second man press for longer because he will have the stamina regeneration speed, right? He's got the Relentless Plus. Some may say that's better as a base play style. I would agree with that, but it's not the worst thing in the world, especially when your base play styles are some of the best. Pinged, Tiki Taka, Anticipate, Intercept, Slide Tackle, and Press Proven with the holding ++, which is very nice. You kind of wish that he had deep line playmaker, but he's fine without it. Maybe you can give him a role later on. But that's a very good card, honestly. And I've heard so many people talk about how Caicedo was very good at the start of the game. Like in the early first couple of weeks, people that were able to afford his card or maybe packed him, they said great things about him. And now there's a usable version of his item. So it's out for 2 weeks. It's not something you have to decide on right away, but it might end up being one of those SBCs that a lot of people think is completable just because it's Caicedo, and he might actually be really good in game. So I'm going to go watch some player reviews on him and decide in the next couple of weeks if it's worth it or not. Also, we have another CDM player, former Chelsea player as well, that could be an SBC today, and I want to see his price before completing this SBC too. Now, to round out yesterday's content, we had the Christmas Cheers Challenge for a tradable pack here. This is very easy to do. 14 chemistry. You gotta just use silvers. Very easy. Must complete right there. I think this one is out for the next couple of days, so there's no super big hurry there. And then marquee matchups, I think actually I heard that Saudi Arabian players, since they required 2 in this section of marquee matchups, were going up in value. So that is one thing to check. Now, what we were saying in yesterday's video was Christmas felt like a promo Friday because there was a new team coming in packs and a whole bunch of content. Well, Winter Wildcards Team number 2 did drop, and EA was running lightning rounds all day long. They also dropped the stocking stuffer packs. in the store. There was a 5,000 coin stocking stuffer number 1, so we're going to be keeping a close eye out for stocking stuffer number 2 today. That should give us an 85 to 86 rated pack, 11 different players in it, and it should hopefully be like 10,000 coins or less, because the stocking stuffer 1 pack was 5,000 coins. But the lightning rounds continue to be released, and I think EA is going to do that probably today as well, and maybe for the rest of the entire weekend, with new cards coming into packs. But with the cards that came into packs yesterday, these Winter Wildcard Team 2s, they started pretty low because there's a bunch of packs opened right away, and the lightning rounds, they went up a little bit. Like if we look at KDB's graph here, he started at 280,000 coins, went up to 400, and then boom, came crashing back down. He's now 289, right? I don't want to touch any of these cards right now, apart from maybe a quick flip trade. Like I actually bought a Julian Alvarez for 400,000 coins. He is incredibly rare. I'm hoping that he goes up to like 500K and I can sell him, because I think today more people are going to open packs for Team 3 and these cards are going to drop. So I would not be buying these right now, but they are kind of rare because I do know some people were waiting to open their packs until today when the better team is in packs on the situation of the impacts cards. But I wanted to mention these cards because that's the situation right now with them. Look at this Zico, by the way, 400,000 coins only for a 5-star Zico with the Quick Step Plus. Very interesting comparison to Cruyff, who's now only 600K. This is why I was a little worried about Cruyff's price, and he did drop yesterday. Is he going to drop more though? If this Zico ends up being like 250 to 300,000 coins, which seems crazy, but it's possible today, what's that going to mean for a card like Cruyff, who's got the low driven plus instead of the quick step, but a little bro icon for 350K or 300,000 coins, who's comparable to the 600,000 coin card? I don't know. That's kind of interesting situation there, but that does make me want to think about Winter Wildcards team number 1, because I actually do think, guys, that a couple of the players from this team could be good investments as they go out of packs, because today, of course, we're getting team number 3 of Winter Wildcards, and team number 1 is going to be going away. And I do think there's a few cards here that could be investable. I like some of the cheaper items that we know a lot of people are still going to be using after this week. And one of those would be Jonathan Tah. I mean, dude, remember this guy was 50,000 coins selling. I sold him for over 50,000 coins a couple times, and right now he's 28,000. Ideally, 25 to 26,000 is the price that you want to pay for this card. It's going to be tough to do that, but I think this is an investment. Like if you buy 1 or 2 and you put on your transfer list, or you buy 1 and you put it in your team and use him because he's actually really good with the Intercept Plus, and that's why people want to use him. Hopefully next week he's into the 30Ks, maybe a little bit above that. Maybe in a couple of weeks he's 35 to 40,000 coins. That would be the hope with a card like this Jonathan Tah. Also, players like Claudia Pina. How can we not say that these cards have potential to go up? She is the most overpowered card in this game, and 100,000 coins to afford her, 233,000 coins for a low driven version, and 5-star for both of these players. I think both of those are good investments as well. The low point may have already happened. Yesterday, of course, we mentioned that the low point could either be at content, maybe a little bit after, and it kind of was both. Like right before content, Pina was 215, right after 213, and she's kind of gone back up a little bit. There could be another buying window today around the content drop time, or even if there's some panic selling before then. But I do believe that people are going to realize these cards are going out of packs, and some of them may start to go up in value. Like this Valverde for 450. I know that we're getting some other center mids in the game soon via SBC, but that's a card with Tiki Taka Plus and 90 pace. That's just crazy. And it's Valverde. So I think that card could be a decent buy. I think this Lorient card could be a decent investment as well for cheaper budgets. And then other than that, you know, maybe this Shada card, because he's maintained his price really well. But I just want to be a little bit careful too with what is incoming for team number 3 of the cards dropping in the promo today. One other thing we have to mention about the market yesterday is the best of re-release cards. They're still in packs, guys, and they're going to stay in packs today through the whole next week, and that is going to hurt the prices of them even further. Teo Hernandez was 350. Now he's 280. Absolutely cooked, and he's going to get packed more today because today is a promo Friday, guys. Again, it felt like yesterday was a promo Friday as well on a Thursday with Team 2 of the cards being dropped in packs and all the content that we got. But we're getting Team 3 today, maybe the best team yet of this entire Winter Wildcards promo, and the most promising SBCs as well. The ones that we've kind of been waiting for, those SBC names that we've seen leaked, that we don't have a calendar or some sort of way to track when they're going to be coming. We just want to see them because they look very good. Now, let's take a look at the cards that are coming into packs today. We looked at this team already. We're aware of it. These are official stats for team number 3, including the 2 versions of Henry, the 2 versions of Vieira, the 90 rated finesse plus Marcus Rashford, 2 versions of Guijarro. Ramirez has got a double. Nico Williams, Yap Stam, Joao Neves has got a double version as well. You've got some other really good cards with Marmouche, Lacroix, Govu, Ibanez. There's the little bro Henry and Vieira. Those cards are going to be very, very popular today. Again, we've taken a look at this team already, so if you want to do a quick screenshot, absolutely go ahead and do that, and then maybe zoom in on it to find the cards that you're interested in. But this is a very good looking team. Like, if there was people saving packs for this team, I would not be surprised at all. Team 1 goes out of packs, and that was a good team. But now that Team 2 and Team 3 are going to be in, it might be optimal pack opening time from what it was since the beginning of the Winter Wildcards promo. And there's going to be a lot of lightning rounds again today. Like we were talking about, EA is going to be chasing the bag because there's a lot of new people playing this game since Christmas that got the game yesterday. And of course, the game makes you feel like you've got to buy packs to succeed. You do not at all have to do that, but EA is going to give people plenty of options to do that if they want to. That makes me really interested on these cards. Remember how Team 1 reacted when they came into packs? They dropped, they went up for like 30 minutes after that, and then they just absolutely got cooked for the next 5 hours. And it was a crazy Friday last week, if you guys remember. The prices just drop for hours. It's going to be a little different today because I don't think there's as many saved up packs, but still, with all the lightning rounds that EA is going to drop, with, of course, weekend league rewards, it's going to be coming in as well. I'm going to be very careful trading with these cards. I might opt for out-of-pack specials, maybe Winter Wildcards Team 1, and some of those players instead of this, just because I know there's a lot of hype here, and the cards will be somewhat rare to start off. But at the same time, I don't want to get caught up into what happened last week, and it just feels like maybe we'll take a step back and just say, okay, we'll wait and see what happens with these Winter Wildcard Teams 3s, because we know most times, 99% of the time, the promo cards in a new team are not their cheapest on the first day. They get cheaper the next day, the day after that, even 3 to 4 days after that, before they go out of packs is usually when they get cheaper. And I think that's what's going to happen here with these Winter Wildcards. I would have to imagine most of them are going to be cheaper on Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday, compared to where they are today on this game. So be very careful if you're wanting to buy one of these big name players for your teams. I would not hold on to them. If you want to buy them, you see a low price, and you're like, you know what, let me go play champs with this. Absolutely go ahead and do that. Just do not plan to hold on to that card for a long time. Now, let's talk about the SBCs, because that's where things get a bit interesting. We don't have a calendar anymore to count down what player SBCs and look at the leaks versus the calendar, what we're expecting, because of course this is over, right? We finished it yesterday, but FIFA Trading Romania, the leakers, are still out here hinting. So on the 25th, they said London and Canada, right? We had that yesterday with Caicedo and Bombito. The 26th today, they're posting some coordinates and a birth date, we believe. These coordinates are Stamford Bridge, and the birthday is Diani. So we feel like we're 100% sure Diani is going to be coming today. Low driven plus, 93 pace, 89 dribble, 86 shooting, 84 passing. Now, if you guys have used or maybe have come up against her gold card from the beginning of the game, very, very good item. I remember using her card last year as well. She was very good in the game. Finesse Plus has a lot of pace, has really good dribbling. I believe it's 4-star, 4-star? Yeah, 4-star, 4-star, can play on the right and the striker position, and has good base play styles for a starter gold card. Now, this SBC, probably with the low driven, would have the finesse base playstyle involved in there as well. If they give her a tiki-taka or an incisive, we would be absolutely cooking here. And maybe they give her more positions, maybe they give her 5-star skills. That's unknown still what sort of extra flair this card is going to have, but could be a very good item. Also going to be a little difficult to link, so I hope it's a bit cheaper. This Dumornay card may be one of the best ways to link this new Diani. So I actually picked up a couple for like 76 to 77K. Nothing crazy there. That's actually right around her normal price. But if there's going to be one way you can link her card, I think there's like Lindsay Heaps as well from Lyon's women's team. That would be one of the ways that you could do it. I mean, she's French, so it shouldn't be that difficult to link. But that's maybe the lesser hype SBC of the day today that we're expecting. The other one, the coordinates of Stamford Bridge, it could be 2 different players, Essien or Ashley Cole. Now, a lot of us right away went to Essien. I think Essien would be an insane SBC. The day after Caicedo maybe makes it seem like he wouldn't be dropping today, but I have very high hopes for this card, man. This is a card that I've had my eye on. You guys have heard me talk about it since the SBC was leaked. And with these official stats of 88 physical and defending, 83 pass and dribble, huge boost over his base card, 85 pace with the anticipate, and even 80 shooting with the base playstyles that his regular icon already has. He's got the anticipate base, so you hope that this one, his SBC, would have jockey base, incisive still, and if they throw intercept base on this card and maybe one more playstyle, we would be absolutely cooking. And if the price is right, this could be the SBC of Winter Wildcards, guys. I know we had Dino, and it's going to be tough to top that. But, like, let's say this is 300,000 coins, and he's got intercept base, and then, I don't know, Tiki Taka might be a bit much. But let's say they give him intercept base with these stats, with the Anticipate Plus, and his other playstyles. This would be a very, very promising SBC, and one that would actually feel like, you know what, you got to get a couple of squads done for, kind of like Dino. Dino was a fun grind. A lot of us had so much fodder, though, that we kind of already got it done, and it's out of the way. And now we're just completing, like, smaller, cheaper SBCs here and there. I think this SEO would be a fantastic one if he is the SBC that we get today, based on the stats and playstyles that he has. Now, actually, Cole wouldn't be bad either. Quick step plus, 89 pace left back with 88 defending. You could argue that left backs and right backs are the most kind of forgotten about in terms of player SBCs and maybe even evolutions, specifically the right backs for sure this year. But that could be a very good icon SBC that would be worth crafting too. Again, 87 rated, so he could fit evolutions somewhat soon. But regardless whether it's Essien or Cole, and of course alongside of those, either of those two, Diani, that is a step up in terms of kind of the quality of the player SBCs. Courtois was great, but still kind of cheap, right? Caicedo had a couple things wrong, or at least a playstyle plus. Bombito, sort of the same thing. I know we've had Dino already, and the SBCs have been good during Winter Wildcards, but there's just something about the icons that hits different, especially when they have a lot of potential. So hopefully it's Essien and Diani today. If it's actually Cole and Diani, that would be fine as well. But let's talk about evolutions, because it's a promo Friday. We're going to get some sort of evolution as well. We do not have a leak right now. I almost guarantee you we're going to have a leak before content today, so make sure you be watching out for that. But maybe we can sniff it out again based on the market. A lot of center backs are moving. Now, this Rudiger actually could be moving up because you need German players as a part of building out those squads for completing the silver icons. That could be a part of it, or he could be leaked for an Evo as well. 4.6K up to 6.8. That's a big rise. Ledley King, 86 rated center back, also moving a bit as well, from 59K up to 80. That one feels a little more fishy to me in terms of a potential Evo leak investment situation than the Antonio Rudiger. So watch out for leaks today. If there's going to be an Evo, which there will be, let's be honest, it's promo Friday, there will be an evolution. We'll just have to see if it's a center back Evo or not based off those leaks. Maybe those are just some crazy price spikes that are moving because of the new cup with the max requirements of 87 rated cards, so people buying some 86s, or there actually could be something for that there. I still have like this little glimmer of hope that we'll get flash Evos, but it's not looking very likely. I do hope that we get more Roll Plus Plus Evos today. EA, today could be your day, because those were dropped last Friday and they could drop more today. Last thing to discuss is, guys, there's a new live event that's going to be coming out. It's the exhibition for Winter Wildcards. It gives a Serge Gnabry card. The card itself doesn't look that crazy, and neither do the rest of the rewards. But I just wanted to mention that here because it's an 87 rated Tech Plus Gnabry. I mean, actually, that does look pretty good. 89 dribble, 88 shooting, and 88 passing. We'll have to see what the skills, weak foot, and the other playstyles are. But this one seems to be a lot less tournament related and a lot more chill. I mean, it's called Exhibition. Joining the Winter Wildcards items and try out different squads in the Mystery Ball event. The requirements for this mode are 4 players, max 91, and you have to have 1 Winter Wildcards in your team to play in this mode. So we'll see if there's any other additional objectives apart from what is shown there with the Serge Gnabry card to see if it's worth it or not. The Winter Wildcards tournament is still refreshing and still there, and the finale for that's not for a couple of days yet. So we still got time. I need time to get involved in that mode. But that's going to be the content for today, guys, on a promo Friday. I'll end with one pack. We're going to open some packs today on the stream, but I wanted to save some of these good ones. We'll open a good one, but I wanted to save a lot of these other packs for Team 3. But I'll give myself one last shot at Cruyff because I never ended up packing him. No Winter Wildcards here either. We end Winter Wildcards Team 1 with Kevin Shada as our best pull, which isn't bad. Like, again, that's a good pull. He's very good. He's very similar to Rafael in game. Speaking of Rudiger, Mike Theory, we'll take that for the fodder. But man, I was really hoping for that Cruyff. I used Cruyff last year a lot for his On This Day SBC, and that was such a fun card. So I had hopes to potentially pack him again, or maybe even like Julie Foudy would have been a fun one to get involved with as well. Of course, any of the other big cards would have been fantastic, but we will stay chasing the big pack pulls in Teams 2 and Teams 3 today after content. Again, once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and of course, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in a Friday stream today. It's been Nate, see you there. Peace out.